2022, man, what a freaking year. So I did one of these year recap videos back in 2020, and I thought it was actually really helpful to kind of tie everything together of what was that year. So I thought it was worthy of doing it again this year just because so much happened. So going along the same lines as the 2020 video, I think I have two main things that I can take away from 2022, and that is personal growth and kind of a better understanding of life in general. And so what do I mean by those two things? And I think starting with growth, I feel like that's kind of been my main objective when it comes to each year of my life. And I feel like I was able to do that a lot this year. I had some hard times, but I think that's a good thing in a lot of ways, because without those hard times, there's no growth. And you're able to take a lot away from those hard times and grow furthermore as a person. So I feel like I was able to have that happen to me a lot this year. And I feel like I was able to learn a lot from those times, apply it, and grow more as a person. So mission accomplished. And then moving on to kind of a better understanding in life in general. Lucky enough, I was able to do a lot of traveling this year around the United States and the world as well. And I feel like from those moments, I was able to understand life and put more of a meaning behind what it is to be here on Earth and what my purpose is. And I think interacting with people from different countries or different places around the US is so helpful when doing that. You're able to really truly understand what life is. We're not here for long. Life is very short, but there's so much to life. And we all have different cultural experiences, cultural backgrounds. And if you're able to tie that all together, you're able to have a better outtake on life. And I feel like I was able to learn a lot about life in general this year, and it was such an incredible experience. So that had such a big impact on me, and that I feel like those two things stand out to me more than anything else in 2022. So then going along those same lines, I like to look at what were the most impactful moments for me in this year. And I think without question, it was my travels out of the country. I started back in May, where I took a 10-day solo trip to Greece and Turkey. And boy, I cannot speak highly enough of that trip. It was absolutely amazing to go solo in those two countries and get to experience all that was. It broadened my horizons like I never would have imagined. I hadn't been out of the country 2 years prior to that. So it was sort of a breath of fresh air. It was so cool to immerse myself in that culture and just feel so far away from home. Was just kind of like a relief, if that makes any sense. And then I was fortunate enough in September to go to Israel on a 10-day work trip, which was awesome. I was there with 20 to 30 other influencers for my company. Just an amazing experience getting to travel around that country. And then I was able to break off on my own 10 days after that and go to Iraq, Egypt, and Jordan. And you already know from the videos that I made about that trip, I really cannot speak highly enough of that one. So many just unbelievable culture shocks, moments where I'm just standing there like, where am I right now? I just had to take a few moments and just soak it all in. It's just so wildly different than life here, but it was so awesome getting to experience that. That ties along with learning about life. You just realize how vast the world is, so many different cultures, but yet we're all so similar than we are different. So getting to go on that 20-day, 21-day trip was an absolute dream come true. I cannot speak highly enough of the Middle East. If you're looking for just a complete shock of a trip, that's gotta be it. So yeah, and then traveling around here in Arizona, a ton of camping trips, a lot of hiking, a lot of cycling. Those were a lot of impactful moments too. Getting to climb those 2 mountains on my bike were awesome. Hiking up Mount Wrightson, hiking up Humphreys Peak, and then just coming out here on the off weekends and getting to escape the city life and be out here camping. As you can see behind me, it's just beautiful. Now, I also wanted to touch on something that you might be wondering, and that is, Drew, you always seem to be by yourself when you're out here, and that is true. Most of the time when I'm hiking, biking, camping, or in this year traveling, I've actually been alone. And that's something that I've taken great strides with in my life, is that I'm comfortable being alone. I enjoy my own company, and I don't fear being by myself. If I'm not able to have someone with me, I'm not gonna wait around and not do what I wanna do. I'm gonna go and do it by myself. So that's been a huge learning curve for this year, and something that I'm very proud of this year. So when I come out here alone, it's not that I'm lonely. I'm not lonely at all. It's that I enjoy the solidarity. I'm able to think through things a lot better, and it's just a huge breath of fresh air. However, if you want to join me, you're more than welcome to, but I'm not going to let experiences fly by and sit inside because people aren't willing to come out here and do it with me. I'm gonna come out here regardless and enjoy life. You know, life's too short to sit inside and miss out on opportunities, even if you're by yourself. But then on the other side of that, I was able to meet a lot of new friends this year, which I'm super happy about. And I was also able to have a bunch of awesome experiences with current friends as well. So it was great meeting a lot of new faces this year, and it's just amazing to have a whole new set of friends out here in Arizona. So that's just something I'm super glad about. There's a lot to look forward to in 2023. Hopefully it can be as good as 2022, if not better, but I'll get more into specific goals for the new year in another video. But I think that's gonna wrap it up. Man, it's been great talking and reflecting on this year. I think it's so important to kind of put things into perspective and kind of tie it all together. So this is very helpful for me to understand what the year was and what can be taken away from it. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope to make some more videos in the new year, but that's gonna wrap it up. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and we will see you in 2023.